Hi, welcome to Street Priest Ministries. I'm your host, Brother Jay, as we're taking the Gospels back to the street. Today's drive-through message is the minor prophets, Habakkuk. Okay, we're knocking them down. I said we'd get through the minor prophets. How cracky we have. Knocking down. We're Street Priest Ministry. We exalt God's Word. Not egos, not personalities. I only want you to remember Brother Jay. I want you to remember what Brother Jay said for as God's Word being taught. That I want you to remember. I'm insignificant in the scheme of things. It's the teaching of God's Word that's elevated here at Street Priest Ministry. We elevate and exalt God's Word. Front and center. The spotlight is on it. And Habakkuk, he lived, he was around in the latter days of Josiah. And he had issues with the evil. I taught a little bit. I think I touched on it. And he was around, let me see, I'm trying to get, you find him in 2 Kings 22, 4 through 20. Excuse me. And Habakkuk is asking a question about God's consistency with himself in view of permitting evil and allowing evil to run rampant in the world at times. I mean, people being killed wholesale, kids being raped, mutilated, killed, tortured. And Habakkuk has an issue with why is God allowing this. No question other people have an answer to. Some people refuses to believe in God and just call themselves so-called atheists because they say there's such evil in the world, how could there be a God? If it's supposed to be a good God at that. So that's what he's doing. He's questioning God on while he's allowing evil to exist. God being God could do anything he wanted. It's just the way it of being God. If he wanted to sit and watch and eat popcorn and watch mankind wipe one another out, he could do that. But God has a purpose. It's not about that. That's what he's going to explain to Habakkuk. All right, so we'll go ahead and start. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 1. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even I cry out of thee, I cry out unto thee of violence. In other words, I'm pissed off. I'm yelling at you. Why, God? Why? Why are you allowing this? Why are you letting me? He's yelling, screaming. I've had some of them kind of prayers. Me and guys had some, I ain't one of those stained glass type of praying guys. I mean, if I'm pissed about something, I'm talk to God like I talk to you if I'm pissed at you. I mean, lately it's been kind of smooth sailing with the prayers, but I've had some violent prayers myself. And that's him. You can see God like you to keep it real with him. Some people would think back in the day when I had some of these prayers that God was going to send a lightning bolt and take me out and wipe me out. But that's him right here. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou not show me, why dost thou show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance, for spoiling and violence are before me. And there are at that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. Now, we just had a president, I was saying the exact same thing before President Trump came. I think it was that 44 guy. I said the exact same thing. I actually thought he was really going to take us straight off the cliff. I mean, he was like, to me, a drunken airplane pilot that hijacked the plane and was flying it straight into the mountain with all the passengers on board. That's how I looked at this last 44. Looked at him just like that. That's exactly how I viewed him. And this is what he's talking about. Here, he felt the same way. I mean, the pirate in chief. Look what we're dealing with. Look at the mess that was left to President 45 to clean up. That 44 left. All the snakes, the treasonous snakes that he left behind, a swamp full of treason. Swamp monsters. Treasonous snakes surrounded. You get my teaching on treason too. I'll tell on that. I'll get that video. Absalom. The first treason occurred in heaven. Satan himself. Most of these people follow and worship anyway. He thought he could overthrow God. He's the author of treason and sedition. Satan himself. Anyway, I digress. Let me get back on that. Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Nothing but confusion in my midst. Nothing. There is no law. It's lawlessness. You get my video on that. When lawlessness abounds. When lawlessness reigns supreme, there is no justice. Just us. And it's only just us if you got the money, but we all got price tags hanging our ass. So if you ain't got the money, you can't afford just us. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. That's what we got now. Right now, I'm not speaking, we got a president being framed. You're talking about a constitutional crisis, an evil cabal being framed. We got a Star Chamber proceeding going on right now in the United States under the Constitution. This evil cabalist pirate bunch are running roughshod at the Constitution, paying for evidence to convict and overthrow our president, impeach our president. Right now. That's what is Habakkuk talking about? What are you talking about? Perverting of justice. When the end justifies the means. Dewey doesn't take over Deweyism. Progressivism from the pit of hell. My way is right because I said so. Make up the laws as I go along. The hell with this republic. It's we the pirates, not we the people. I'm sorry, I digress again. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Behold, ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder and marvel marvelously. For I will work a work in your days, which ye will be, which ye will not believe, though it be told you. For lo, I will raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land, and to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Their laws unto themselves. They're like the Wizard of Oz. Their horses also are swifter than leopards, and are more fierce than evening wolves. And their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from afar. They shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat. They shall come all for violence. Their faces shall sup up as the east wind. They're going to devour everything in their path, dry up everything. And they shall gather the captivity as the sand. And they shall scoff at the kings and the princes, and shall be a scorn unto them. They shall deride every stronghold, for they shall heap dust and take it. Then shall his mind change, and he shall pass over and offend, imputing this his power unto his God. It's going to give his God credit for capturing Israel. God's using them, and this is Babylon he's talking about. Art thou not from everlasting? This is God talking. Art thou not from everlasting? O Lord my God, Holy One, ye shall not die. You live forever, God. O Lord, thou hast ordained them for judgment. O my mighty God, thou hast established them for correction. Thou art of pure eyes. Listen to this here, this is fun. Thou art of pure eyes than to behold evil. God, you're so righteous you can't behold evil. Tell him, God, we're going to have to parental discretion, I guess godly discretion. We wouldn't call it, well, God is our parent. He's our Father in heaven. So yeah, I guess it would be. Parental discretion is advised for the parent. Godly. Oh, daughter. How would you buy it too? You say, God, you're too holy to behold evil. You're just too holy. Thou art of pure, this is verse 13. This is Habakkuk verse 1:13. Thou art pure eyes than to behold evil, and canst not look on iniquity. Yeah, he can. He hates it, but the eyes of the Lord are in every place, even in hell. His eyes are in there. He can behold evil. He doesn't like it, but he sure can behold it. He can stomach it. And canst not look on iniquity. Wherefore lookest thou up on them that deal treacherously, and beholdest thy tongue when the wicked devoureth the man that is more righteous than he. We got a man in the Oval Office that got more integrity in his pinky finger than these evil cabalists with their fake impeachment hearing. And that's where it's headed. Investigation, whatever you want to call it. And it's pinky than their whole body. More integrity. These pirates. I'm sorry, I keep digressing. It's just When I read this, as you can line it up, the Bible says nothing new under the sun. Just the level of corruption on such a mass scale to try to frame a president is beyond any novel. I could think of a novelist could write a book like this, and people would definitely put it in fiction. They would nothing like this could ever happen in the United States. It would definitely be a fiction book. But it's happened. And make us men as fishes of the sea, as the creepy things that have no ruler over them. Excuse me. They take up all of them with the angle. They catch them in their net and gather them in their drag. Therefore, they rejoice and are glad. He said they treat mankind just like fish in a net. It's like you would gather pests up, spiders or whatever, in traps. Set traps for me, for they fellow humans, made in God's image. Therefore their sacrifice unto their net, and burn incense unto their drag, because by them their portion is fat, and their meat plenteous. Shall they therefore empty their net, and not spare continuously to slay the nations? I will stand upon my watch, and set me up upon my tower, my watchtower, and will watch to see what will he say unto me, and what shall I answer when I am reproved? And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. God said, this is what I'm going to do. Yeah, we got all this helter-skelter. We got all this pandemonium going on right now, sure. But I'm going to show you what's going to happen to the wicked in the end. Maybe that'll cheer you up. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tablets, upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. God is a God of set time. But at the end, it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, not upright in him. But the just shall live by faith. Now, you've heard me quote that several times. I don't know if I ever took you to Habakkuk, but yeah, it's in the Old Testament. The just shall live by faith. This quote was quoted. Paul quotes it in the New Testament. Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine. He is proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? Read that again too. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increase that which is not his? You take from another and add to your stash. How long? And to him that ladeth up himself as thick clay, shall they not rise up suddenly, that shall bite thee and awake, that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be made for booties unto them, for spoil? Because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that covereth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest upon high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. See, one thing about evil people, they think that there's power in their wealth that they've ill-gotten from robbing and being a pirate.